Alright, real talk, some of these grow a garden events were amazing, and some, let's just say they belong in the compost bin. From Easter all the way to cooking event, we're breaking down every single event, what was worth your time, what was a cash grab, and what gave free-to-play players a real shot. OMG, if you missed one of these events or you're just curious which one had the craziest grinds, you're in the right place. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're first to know when the next wild event drops. Hey, before we dive in, quick heads up. If anyone's been waiting for my update, I actually got sick recently. Yeah, still a bit. I had to post first on social media, and that's why there's been no upload from me for a whole week. But hey, I'm finally back, so let's get started. It all started so innocent. Candy blossoms, chocolate carrots, pastel-colored joy. The Easter event was the first real taste of seasonal content, and honestly, it felt good. The grind was light, the seeds were cute, and even free-to-play players had a shot at stacking up coins and harvests. Candy Blossom was a win. No Robux required. Just log in, water some flowers, and enjoy the ride. But if you wanted the real farm life, the hyper plants, chocolate sprinklers, the sweet tech upgrades, you'd need more than enthusiasm. You'd need Robux, or hours of grinding that made your watering can cry. Did you max out your candy field, or did you hit the paywall and back off? This event was underrated. Why? Because it didn't just drop cosmetics or seeds. It gave you a full-blown quest line with Jim, the hungry plant. Completing tasks gave you seed packs, basic, then premium, and even rare seed drops were possible without spending anything. This event was one of the few where you felt rewarded just for playing. Even casual players who didn't know life the game had chances to get something cool. But let's be real, premium seed packs still gave way better odds on rare plants. They weren't totally paywalled, but if you spent Robux or event currency, you got them way faster and you got way more. Free-to-play players had to spend dozens of hours to catch up to someone who just clicked and bought 10 packs. So again, balanced, kinda, fair, not really. Now this was a massive event. We got the Wise Owl NPC, a full lunar point system, and a shop that actually made you think about how you mutated crops. Instead of just planting and hoping for something shiny, you could submit moonlit or bloodlit fruits to gain lunar points. These points went toward milestone rewards, night seed packs, the night staff, eggs, cosmetics, and pets like the owl. And here's the good news. This event had a clear free-to-play path. Yes, you had to grind, but everything in the shop was technically earnable through play. In fact, mutation rates were even buffed halfway through the event to make it more realistic for free players. But then came the pain. Moon Blossom, one of the strongest seeds of the entire game, was hidden in night seed packs. And those had drop rates of just 2.5%. That's 1 in 40 packs for a single Moon Blossom. Let's break it down. Free-to-play players earned about 50 to 80 lunar points per day if they played efficiently. That's maybe 2 to 3 night seed packs per grind session. So unless you had 200 plus points saved, your odds of getting a Moon Blossom were almost zero. Meanwhile, P2World players could use Robux to buy better gear, unlock milestone tiers faster, stack packs, and brute force rare pulls. So, was it balanced? Kind of, but it was very clearly tilted toward whales. This was technically a weather-based mini-event that ran parallel with Lunar Glow, and when it triggered, all hell broke loose in a fun way. Blood Moon let you mutate bloodlit fruits, which gave more lunar points, especially on crops like Divine Bloom. But the weather was random. Only about a 33% chance per in-game night. And if you missed it, tough luck. Blood Owl, the exclusive pet, required bloodlit fruits to get blood eggs, which were only available if the shop even stocked them. So unless you were a full-time gamer or Robux god, you probably missed your shot. This event was actually one of the most F2P friendly in the game. We got introduced to crafting, honey tools, and a real feeling of progression through effort. You could craft things like pack bees, honey crates, the reclaimer spray, and all of it used in-game honey, which meant you played, you earned. But the system had timers. Like 2-hour wait times for pack bees. So yeah, P2 players who spent Robux could skip those timers and get upgrades immediately. F2P, you just sat there and waited, or set alarms. Either way, patience was key. This was the craziest timed event so far. Every hour, you had a 10-minute window to submit mutated golden, rainbow, or summer crops. Rewards were insane. You could get rare seeds, pets, even prismatic loot from past events. But the whole thing was chaos. You needed to prepare for an hour, then sprint during the 10-minute event window. And if you were 1 minute late or lagged or got server issues, you missed everything. On top of that, other players could steal your submissions mid-run. Not great for teamwork. Free-to-play players often missed events due to real-life schedules. So overall, super fun, but very flawed. Prehistoric event, July 5 to 12th. Now, this was a vibe. We got daily dino quests, ancient seed packs, dino crates, you name it. And finally, an event that didn't feel rushed. It was relaxing. You could log in, do your quests, farm some eggs, and chill. But there were 2 big rare drops everyone chased. Fossilite, the rarest seed of the event, under 1% drop from ancient seed packs. If you were F2P, you needed to open dozens of packs to get one. And the only transcendent crop in the entire game, the Bone Blossom. If you are free to play, you need to grind the quest, and it really requires a full-time grind. If you have work, it's gonna be really hard to keep up. If you have Robux, easy peasy, you can skip the quest with only 89 Robux. T-Rex Pet, insane ability, it could trigger automatic mutations on harvest. Imagine turning every fruit into a moonlit or rainbow crop instantly. Game breaking. But you needed to hatch it from dino eggs, and guess what? Low pull rate. So yeah, great event overall, but if you were chasing those ultra rares, you were in for a grind. And now, the big one, the Zen update. Chill music, ambient visuals, cool new garden slots, but also the hardest pet to hatch in the game. Introducing Kitsune, the mythical fox. Drop rate, 0.08%. Zen egg hatch time, 4 hours and 10 minutes. Cost per egg, 30 key or 149 Robux. Zen shop restock, totally random. That means even if you were a whale dropping thousands of Robux, you still might not get it. For F2P, let's say you hatch 10 eggs per day. You'd statistically need 1,250 eggs to get one Kitsune. That's like 125 days. But the event's only 1 week. It was literally impossible. Corrupted Zen update, July 26. 1 week later, things got weird. The peaceful Zen vibes got flipped upside down with the corrupted Zen update. 2 new NPCs dropped into the garden, each with very different vibes. First up, the corrupted channeler. You'll find him near the red energy spikes. And here's the twist, he doesn't ask for corrupted items. Nope, he wants tranquil crops, but in bulk. Things like 2 kilograms tranquil tomatoes, 3 kilograms tranquil lotus. And in exchange, he gives random corrupted loot, things like corrupted kodama, other corrupted rares you couldn't normally get from harvesting. It's honestly a decent bonus for players who stocked up on tranquil stuff earlier. Then at the center of the map, the Kitsune NPC appears with an actual way to earn a Kitsune chest. But it's not easy. You'll need to submit 5 tranquil items, 5 corrupted items, and if you meet the requirement, you'll get a Kitsune chest, which can drop exclusive pets or corrupted gear. So while the Zen Egg RNG was brutal, this gave players a real quest path to try their luck without just gambling, chi, or Robux. Still, it wasn't super easy. Yes, for Robux gods, it was still easy peasy for them because they could just buy premium seed packs. But overall, it felt like a nice redemption arc. It gave smart grinders a second shot, especially those who missed the original Kitsune. Let's talk about one of the tastiest updates Grow a Garden has dropped, the cooking event. Running from August 2nd to 16th, 2025, it's not just cook and collect. You team up with Chris P, the pig chef NPC, toss crops into the cooking pot, and craft recipes. Heavier, more varied ingredients mean longer cook times, but way better rewards. From mutation sprays to gourmet seed packs, taco fern seeds, and even cosmetics like the pancake stack hat. Then there's the Kitchen Storm event. Feed crispy dishes to fill the meter above his head. Common food gives 2 points, prismatic gives 8, and at 40 points, Kitchen Storm begins. During the storm, cooking is 2 times faster, mutation transfers get a boost, and aromatic mutation chances spike. Plus, mutated food given to the rat connoisseur can score rare drops like gourmet eggs, kitchen crates, and exclusive pets like the Sunnyside chicken. Bottom line, cooking event is a goldmine for rewards. Free-to-play players can get everything with patience, but P2A players reach the prize table a whole lot faster. So what did we learn? Every update had something cool. Whether it was pets, seeds, cosmetics, or crafting systems, there was always something fun to chase. But the reality? Free-to-play players had to work smarter, grind longer, and pray for RNG. P2A players could skip a lot, but even they weren't guaranteed. Some events gave us hope. Others reminded us that ROBLOX still controls the garden. Which event was your favorite? Did you actually hatch the kitsune or pull a fossilite? Or was there an update that made you go, yeah, nope, I'm out? Drop a comment, smash that like if this helped, and sub for more deep dives. We're nearly at 1,000 OG cogs. And until next time, keep growing, keep mutating, and never stop planting those dreams.